Hey, what's up, and welcome to Fearless Perspectives, the podcast. I'm your host, Julia. And as always, this is where you come to hear what common sense sounds like, right? Come on, I wouldn't tell you nothing else. I ain't gonna have it no other way. This is where you come to hear what common sense sounds like. I'm always gonna tell you, and I'm gonna say the stuff that you want to say. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say the things that we're all thinking. No judgment. What do they say? We listen and we don't judge. All right. It's gonna be said here. Thank y'all. But hold on, listen. I am so thankful that you all have lent me your listening and your watch time hours for real. Like, I appreciate you all for tuning in. Whether you subscribe to this page, hopefully you're here because you have subscribed to this page. You turn on your notifications, you liking, you're commenting, you're getting involved, and you're sharing. And also, or if you came over here because listen, it was just a suggestion in the algorithm, or you know me and you just rock with me, or it's somebody told you about it, or like I always say, or you're just here to be nosy. I'm so glad you are all here because you all serve a purpose. Okay, I appreciate you for being here, for real, for real, for real. Listen, I just wanted to talk to y'all today. Listen, been an interesting week for me. It's been an interesting time. It's been an interesting season. It has been so interesting. Life is just, oh my God, life is lifing, but it's not all bad. You know what I'm saying? Because I always, like I said, I try to find the lessons in everything that's going on. I'm not looking at it like, well, why is this, what did I do? Or what, I'm like, why is this happening? And I'm finding the why in the reasons why things are happening. And I'm saying I'm learning the lessons, and I'm rolling with it. But listen, I hope you guys have had a wonderful day, whatever time you're listening to this, or a wonderful evening, or whatever. And listen, I appreciate y'all as always for coming. I know y'all probably like, what's up with the hat? I can wear hats, but I didn't get no haircut. And I was supposed to get one this weekend, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna wait and another week. So I usually go every 2 weeks, but I'm gonna do 3 weeks because sometimes you go to a different barber, and I don't know why barbers don't understand, like, when we come to y'all and our hairline look is where it's supposed to be. Like, when we came, that's where it was. We don't understand why y'all feel the need to kind of inch it back a little bit. So yeah, I pay attention, and I don't think barbers know that. Some of us have markers. I have markers as to when I can tell my hairline has been pushed back a little bit. So I found another barber that's much closer to me. I really like the way he cuts my hair. But before I went to him, I went to a few other people who kind of, so by the time I got to him, the hairline, he just went by the hairline that was, where it was. But I love the way he shapes my hairline, my edge up and stuff. So that's why I really love going to him. So I'm like, let me help him out. Let me let this grow in a little bit more, so he can still do his thing, but where it is, hopefully. I don't know, but yeah. So luckily I can wear hats. I can wear hats, but yeah, that's what's up with the hats. Because I was like, I can't let not having a haircut have me not talk to them. You know what I'm saying? And check in and see what's good with the fam, with the community. And I hope you guys have really all been taking care of your mental and your emotional, because as we know, it's been a lot going on during this month through the new presidency, coming in and wreaking havoc on day one. So, I hope you guys have all been good. I know, I've been trying to do what I can for my mental health, in that, and then on top of other things that, we already deal with personally. So it's been a lot. It's been a lot, but social media, it's a relief. It is. It's a comic relief, a comedic relief, but it's also, sometimes we need to pull back because it is a lot of in your face of the, things that make you anxious and raise your anxiety and things like that. So I hope you guys have all been taking care of yourself, and doing the things that you can kind of pull away from. I'm not saying don't be aware, because y'all know how I feel about unaware adults. I can't stand no unaware, uninformed adult. I can't. I cannot. I cannot. That grinds my gears, because I'm like, how are you not aware of what's going on or how things work? How are you not aware of this? How are you not even aware of the weather in your own city? How did the snow catch you by surprise? They have been telling us in the city of Atlanta the week before. I found out the week when we just had some snow. Okay. We had some snow. I found out from work the week before, and I was like, I don't see that on my handy dandy weather app that I use. And then by that Wednesday or Thursday on Channel 2 News, that's the news I watch, they start talking about wintry mixes and storm, wintry, ice and sleet and stuff. And that was like on Wednesday, Thursday, because they were telling us about it that it was supposed to come that Monday night into Tuesday or Tuesday, no, Tuesday afternoon. That's what it was. They started talking about Tuesday afternoon. People, I guess, since the snow didn't happen, y'all, at the beginning of the morning on Tuesday, I guess people thought it wasn't gonna happen. So people were stuck. I was like, mm-mm. I work from home anyway, so I wasn't going nowhere. But I did want to go to the gym, but I couldn't. So I was just like, y'all didn't know that it was gonna start at about like 1 or 2. Yeah, no, okay. So everybody was stuck, but because they were uninformed, unaware, like just find yourself being aware. Make yourself aware of especially just things that are going on locally at least, but especially right now we need to really be aware of everything that's going on and how it's affecting each and every last one of our asses. Whether you black, white, rich, poor, middle class, brown, gay, straight, it's affecting every last one of us. And you better be paying attention. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, as y'all know, this is the part, I always say, got to pull up and pour up or pour up and pull up. We're going to do that today. Today I don't have a cocktail because I'm getting over something. So I have a hot toddy. I have a good lemon and elderberry tea with honey and a little bit of Woodford Reserve to pour in there. So pour up. Again, as I always say, you could be water, it could be tea, coffee, or whatnot. But yeah, this is tea. This is tea. It's medicinal. Mhm. Yes. So listen, y'all. I've been going through so much, so many things. Like not so many things. It's just like my situation. Is just really crazy, and it's like I'm always like I said, every day we're learning about things about ourselves in our place of healing, our place of isolation, and it's like you have to sit with it. So that's why I like to ask people, like, what do you do? How does healing look like for you, or what does healing look like for you? How does that feel? You know what I'm saying? Because I know it affects us all differently, and that's why I'm so thankful that I have friends that we can have those conversations with because we are all healing and noticing each other's healing process and noticing when each other has healed. Like I love when my friends when I'll tell them like it may be sound like I'm going off about something, but I'm like standing on firm, standing on business. You know what I'm saying? On my boundaries and my standards. And I'm just like, I'm not doing this no more. I'm not doing this. I'm not allowing this. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not letting people treat me like this anymore. Da, 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 da. And I love when my friends be like, that's what I'm talking about. That's that healing. That's that growth. And I be like, for real, you see it, dang, thank you. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa, it's always something, and I always tell you, if you see your friends have grown in some areas or developed in some areas, acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? Because we be in our mind the whole time thinking we're the only person that I can't even say notices our growth because sometimes I don't even notice my growth until it's acknowledged or until I have to actually, apply whatever it is in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Or handle something differently. That's the only time. But other than that, like when somebody acknowledges it, I'm like, oh wow, thank you. Thank you. And they be like, that's growth. That's growth, Julia. Yeah, because you would have definitely handled that a different way, or you definitely would have accepted this and this and this and this. So I appreciate it. Like I said, acknowledge your friend's growth. Like have those conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay to have those conversations. It should be okay because we are all growing. I don't know what it is. It's like something in the air. It's something. I have friends. All of my friends are single. Most of them have broken up or gotten out of their situationships, or divorced and things like that. And I'm like, what is going on? my relationship ended early last year. A lot of people didn't know that, because we were still living together and we were still trying to, like, we decided to try to work it out again. That didn't last at all. Like, whatever. But it's like that didn't last, but we were still living together. So we were gonna do the roommate thing. But we were still carrying on like our regular normal selves, just sleeping in separate rooms. We didn't sleep in the same rooms. We weren't intimate. It was nothing like that from July until she left. You know what I'm saying? Like it was nothing. And I'm just like, but I still had hope. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, we still got this house until next year. Like, I still had hope. So it was just like I wasn't checking for nobody else. I was still like, attracted to her, like into her, but I was still trying to, you know what I'm saying, keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying? And respect her boundaries because I was like, you know what? Her she broke up with me, and that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. You know what I'm saying? Behind that and behind what all, how I felt about that. But yeah, so it was just like, so everybody was going through their thing. Yeah, we broke up, but I still had that hope. We still carried on in the house as our normal selves. We still looked out for each other in ways that I wouldn't look out for a normal roommate. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? Like if I'm cooking for us. You know what I'm saying? If we meal prepping for us for the whole, you gonna cook this? Okay, I'm gonna make this. It was still that. It just was no label, no title, no intimacy, no nothing. We were still sitting down together, watching TV, watching shows together. We were still carrying on and doing the things. But like I said, there was no intimacy. There was no, I enjoyed hanging out with her. I still liked her energy. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, okay. And I thought, she felt the same way, but that wasn't the case. So again, vulnerability. I'm being straight up with y'all, and y'all know, like, we're human. You know what I'm saying? That was a 2-year relation, 2.5-year relationship, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And then living together and doing all that. But it is what it is. But like everybody is going through their thing, and I'm just like, what is going on? 2024 was, like I said, it was just a constant year of the year of the rug just felt like it just kept being pulled from under me the whole year because the breakup came out of nowhere. That came out of nowhere. Like, and then I'm just like, okay. And then other things just started happening, personally in my life. And then it was just like healing just started happening immediately in that moment. And I was just like healing from other things from like childhood, healing from, just listening to the things that she told me that, was hindering me in my relationship or hindering us in our relationship. I started feeling those things and realizing where those things came from. And then a lot of I wasn't sad in my healing. I was angry a lot in my healing because of where I realized where it came from. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like it's crazy because, like I said, we all have our healing journeys are different and they happen at different moments. I'm thinking I'm gonna be going through healing for how I let her down in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? But it was like not in the way I thought it was. It was about like, okay, this is why you've been handling things this way, is because of this is how you were handled and how you were treated when you were 12, 13, 14, 15, and this and this and this. Dang, so now I'm angry because I'm like, you really effed up my relationship, with somebody who was really good for me, I thought. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so it was just a lot of healing, a lot of purging, a lot of growing. And then after the time of us realizing, like I said, it wasn't gonna work, it was just kind of like I looked back at it at the time rather and was like, I think I gave up too easily, this and this and this. But hey, I'm realizing now things happen for a reason and I'm seeing the reason. And I'll be honest and say that, me trying to fight for it, even after she walked out of the house, I knew like I shouldn't have been trying to fight for it. I was not, I knew, but in that moment, I'm going to be honest, it was a thing of like, yeah, I was used to her. I did enjoy her energy. I enjoyed her being around. I enjoyed her presence. I enjoyed her. And I did still allow myself to have love for her. Um, but I just still kind of knew like I don't know. I don't think that this is it for me, as I thought it would be. So it was like a tug of war for me. You know what I'm saying? It was a tug of war for me, and it was hard, you know what I'm saying? But she moved on and doing her whatever that may look like. But I'm just, hey, I'm single, I'm cool with it, and I just be like, we everybody is just like, what the heck? I got a friend, broke up with her girlfriend. I got another friend who broke up with his girlfriend, and just everybody's just like going through it. And I'm like, man, 2024 was, crazy. But we still good. We made it through, you know what I'm saying? And so the holidays, I'll be honest, the holidays were different for me. Thanksgiving was cool, Christmas was not. And it was just terrible. It was just terrible. And I'm just being honest. Like, as a human being, it was horrible. But I made it through. I spent a lot of time that day just talking to God and just wishing the day would hurry up and be over with. Because it was a Wednesday. I had to go to work the next day. I had to work the day before and the day after. So to me, it was just like a random day off in the middle of the week. You know what I'm saying? you know. And I was just like, but the to know that it was Christmas, and it was just real fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. It was just stupid. Like, and I was like, this is dumb. But once you get to the point of your healing, like I've gotten to a point of my realization, like, shit. Start putting my weight back on because I was stressed out. You know what I'm saying? I was stressed out. Like, I don't even know why I'm talking about this today, because I actually got something else to talk about. But yeah, I was stressing. You know what I'm saying? Because of the parameters around, this house, and y'all know how it is when you live with somebody, y'all live together, and then that you got to separate things, and yeah, it was just a lot of that. And the reason why, and I'll be straight up and say, I never wanted to live with a partner because of this. I never wanted to live with a partner. And I used to say, like, yo, I would live with somebody, you know what I'm saying? I would live with somebody if I'm, dating them for a long time. But I no. I don't think I ever want to live with another partner. Well, what if you want to marry somebody, Julia? That's if I decide to get married. But we ain't gotta live together. You can have your house, I'm gonna have my house. We will always be at each other's house. Yes, we will. But you have your house, I'm gonna have my house. And there's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't mean I'm cheating. That doesn't mean I just know me. I know I like having my person around. I do. I love being around my person. I love, like, when my ex will come home. I loved when she came home. I loved to know that she was even in the house. Not even saying we had to be up under each other, but if I'm downstairs watching a game or some shit, she upstairs doing whatever. I was cool just knowing that she was in the house. You know what I'm saying? So it was just that. And I was just like, but at the same time, it's like now I'm like, yo, having to go through all this, like, for real, it feels like a divorce. I'm not even gonna lie. Because it would be different if we broke up and didn't live together, or it was easy to get out of the situation, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Financially, it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, whatever, man. You know, God bless us all. That's all I say. God bless us all. And a lot of people are telling me, who know the situation. They like, Julia, you handling the situation real. Wow, you handling the situation a lot better than a lot of people would. And I just say it's wisdom. It's wisdom. It's wisdom. Because there's a lot of things I could be doing, but at the same time, I'm like, for what? Nobody's worth that. And nobody's worth that. She's not worth that. There's not. No, she ain't worth that. Nobody's worth that. Like, it was never a situation. I'll be straight up and say it was never a domestic or DA situation. Nothing like that. She's never put her hands on me. I never put my hands on her. It never crossed my mind. Like, I'm the type of person. I am the type of person. If anybody I'm with, I say I love, I'm not putting my hands on you. That is not crossing my mind. Now, I've been with women who I'm like, she will put her hands on me when she get upset. But I never felt that about my ex. This ex, I never felt that. One before her, absolutely. And she did. And she did. Yeah, she did. And she was in the wrong, not me. But yeah, so I just, and then too, because I know where I can take it. Oh, I know where I can take it. I know if I take it there, we gonna really need to break up because you would never look at me the same ever again. You would never be able to trust me ever again, no matter how much I apologize. And so I'm like, yo, I know there's a part of me that will go there, but I will only go there if I have to defend myself. I let everybody know that. I would never just haul off. Like, as much as I be wanting to haul off and smack the fire out of people, because I can't stand when people just be talking, and running their mouth and da 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 da. I really, I be wanting to smack the hell out of people, just like, you talking too much. But I never do that. I never just haul off and do that, especially with nobody I say I love. Now, like I said, I'll defend myself though. Now, if you swing on me and then yeah, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But it was never that. It was never that. I can honestly say we actually had that was the first relationship I've ever had where I was able to have healthy disagreements. We would have the most healthiest disagreements. We didn't raise our voice at each other. We didn't yell. Like, I was able to pick up on, like, when I was like, oh shoot, I said the wrong thing. Why? Okay, because I could look at, I pay attention to her body language and things like that. We were able to have healthy conversations, healthy dialogue, healthy disagreements. And then after we got done, like, oh, you want a shot? What we about to eat? But then we will say, you understand where, I understand where you coming from. Yes, I understand. I'm sorry. And we will learn from that. So that's why I said, it's a lot of stuff I can't take away from the relationship at all. It's just that, just like I said, another day, another topic of why I was broke up with. Y'all got to ask questions in relationships before you get into these relationships, when you're dating, when you're getting to know people. A lot of times we always say, I don't want to ask certain stuff right up early on. Listen, I say, man, maybe when you're younger, I don't know, because y'all got a little bit more time. Me, I'm grown. I'm grown. I'm asking stuff right up front. Like, all right, do you have kids? You have kids? Okay. Well, depending on how she look, be honest with you, I may be a little, like, I may ask the next question, how old? But other than that, she just like, she cute. She cool. You got kids? Yeah, I'm good. Like, I'm asking the stuff I know I need to know up front. Question we need to start asking. Yeah, we always ask, okay, where do you work? What kind of work do you do? We ask those questions. How about let's start asking the questions of, if your partner is going through a mental health crisis unexpectedly, how do you handle that? Are you understanding of that? What do you do? How do you show up for them? Or, what do you do with their coping mechanisms? Do you take it personal? Are you still asking for things personally when you realize they can't even show up for themselves and you're asking them to show up for you? Like, are you understanding of that? Like, I'm asking all of that. I'm asking all of that. I am asking all of that. And I think because people are really addressing mental health a lot more these days. And um, it needs to be talked about. How do you handle trauma? What are your trauma responses? What are your coping mechanisms? What do you do? Like, are you one that self-isolates when things get hard? Like, these are things we need to ask instead of, what's your favorite brunch spot? Man, fuck all that. Like, cause that place probably gonna close down in a year. Let's be straight up. These places don't stay open long because they all serve the same shit. Chicken, waffles, grits, and shrimp and grits. They all taste the same. The stuff be just it's the same. Like, okay, we'll figure out a new brunch spot. But let's talk about, how do you handle when things get hard for you? How do you handle, what's your relationship with your parents? Yes, we do need to ask that. We do need to ask that. Because I need to know, are you looking for your parents in who you're dating? You need to know, am I looking for my parents in who I'm dating? No, I'm not looking for my mama, but I do need to have somebody who is nurturing. I have a mama. I have that mother nurturing from my mother. I don't want that. I need a partner's nurturing. Are you nurturing? Are you supportive? Are you understanding? Like, we need to ask these things, because what you don't want to do is start to dummy yourself down to be with someone because you like, okay, well, I can't like be fully who I am, like as a artist, because this person doesn't, they're not into the arts, or they may not understand that I may have engagements, or I may have to do these things. They don't understand that. So I have to maybe kind of pull back a little bit. Let's stop doing that. Stop doing that. I said I was going to stop doing that, because that showed me, especially after this situation, it showed me that people treat you like you regular because of how you present yourself. They talk to you like you ain't shit. You like, wait, hold on, sweetheart. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Who you talking to? It's not many times I have to slide that card across the table to let you know who the hell I am, because I always play so humble. Like they said, yo, playing humble will get you looked over, and it has. I'm here to tell y'all, stop playing humble, yo. Like, stop playing humble, like, for real. Gas up who you are. Make sure you can back it up, though. All right? But pop your shit, like, for real, and pop it hard, and pop it as often as you can, because there's no way I should be living in Atlanta, Georgia, for 5 years. It'll be 6 years this year, and I have a full 7-piece drum set, and I'm not playing for nobody. Why? Because I was dealing with women who didn't understand, how to like, they would say, "Oh, well, go to this open mic," and they did try to help, but then whenever I would say, "Hey," I would stand up for myself. "Hey, this is not my caliber that I'm used to. This is," and I understand. And they be like, "Everybody got to start somewhere." I've been there, done that. I came here from Houston, Texas. I didn't come here playing. I didn't come from Houston playing at that kind of stuff. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, 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 no. I know this is the caliber I'm looking at. I would have to tell them, this is what I'm looking at. Where can I find this type of music? Where can I find this type of caliber of live shows? Because Houston, Texas live music scene has spoiled the hell out of me. I will stand on them 10 toes down. Houston knows how to do live music. So I'm not coming here to come play for Trey, let me drink some. So they used to make me feel like I was ungrateful, that I was like, and I'm like, no, I just need to know, like, where do I go? I don't need you to make the connection. I just need to know you live here. You're from here. You live here, damn it. Like, where's the music stuff? Yeah, I understand the pandemic happened, but things have started to open back up. Where was the place to go, other than, everybody always telling me about one spot. Okay, but I know that there are other places here, because I've heard from when I lived in Houston about how, like, a lot of cool ass musicians came out of Atlanta. Where do they be? Y'all would tell me, you can go anywhere and play, sit out and play somebody, where? But then they would make me feel like I was being ungrateful, and 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 just like thinking I'm better than everybody. No, I just know my worth. So I was like, nah, just don't worry about it. Forget it. Forget it. Forget it. Like, I don't know no musicians here. I don't. I don't know any musicians here in Atlanta, Georgia. But that's fine. All I need is an opportunity. That's all I need, baby. Is an opportunity. And you give me that opportunity, I'm good. But so I was just like, I'm just chilling. Even when I was working on trying to do a podcast, like I said, this is 2 years in the making. I was trying to do the podcast. It started off with, me and my ex, we was going to do it. And then I didn't like the setup, things like that. And then didn't know how to figure out the audio setup and stuff, because I'm doing this all by myself. You reach out to people, ask them for help, ask them for things, and then they act like they don't know, or they never get back with you. So you got to rely on your own research and understanding and stuff like that. So it kind of gets discouraging. And so, but it was more so me like wanting to do it. After a while, I realized it, you know what I'm saying? And so then I was just like, I didn't have the motivation. And then it was just a lot. But in that, it was never a thing of, hey, what are you going to do with the podcast? Like, or, because I was just like, I did tell her, I said, man, I'm just going to chill on that right now because I don't know what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? I was going through my mental health crisis. And then I ended up having to have shoulder surgery that same year, same time. I was on leave from work. Like I was I was on leave from work because of the mental anguish that came from work. You know what I'm saying? So it was just craziness. So I was like, whatever. And then so I picked it up, tried to pick it up last year. And then, the breakup happened, but I was just I gotta push through. I gotta push through. I gotta show up for myself because that's what I'm really big on now. Is showing up for myself. I want you guys to all know that. Show up for yourself at all times. Like always show up for yourself because that the only way you're going to get out of your situation and progress to the place that you want to progress to is you showing up for yourself and doing the work. You got to ooh wee. I've said it before. Manifestation is not just saying I want this or writing a thing down. You can write a thing down. The Bible says write the vision and make it plain. The Bible also says faith without works is dead. What is the operative work there? I mean, operative word there is work. You have to work. You have to work for anything to manifest. Manifestation is the result of work, of the work that you do, the work that you've put in, right? So that's what manifestation is. So I'm like, yo, okay, let's I got to show up for myself so that way I can manifest the things that I have written down, to manifest the things that I have prayed for. You know what I'm saying? So those things can come to pass. But I got to put the work in. So putting the work in is hard. It's hard, but you got to always show up for yourself. Like you don't get nothing else from all of this. I don't even know why I went into all of this. But if you don't get anything else from this, like I said, we just talking. You in the den with me. We just chopping it up. We just chilling. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no guest today. It's me and you. We just talking. I'm talking to y'all, vulnerable and all. It is what it is. But I'm just saying, you got to always show up for yourself. I had to get back into the gym regularly because I was losing weight. I was stressed the fuck out. And I was like, wait a minute. Now, ain't nobody worth this. Ain't nobody worth this. I'm losing weight, but I was eating like when I had an appetite. Like, man, yeah, y'all got me bent. 'Cause, sweetheart, you, nah, mm-mm, mm-mm. Ain't nobody worth that. Ain't nobody worth that. Ain't nobody worth that. I was like, nah. So I had to like real talk, like I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. I had a moment during that time because I lost weight. Like, cause what was it, 2023? Yeah, her and I we went plant-based. So I accidentally lost 20 pounds. I was only trying to lose like five, excuse me, like 5 to 7 pounds because I was like one I was the heaviest I was ever. I was like 174. I was like, bitch, you 200 pounds. I don't care what nobody say. You round that up. That's 200 pounds. I was like, yo. And so I was like, okay, well, let me get under, 170. If I can get down to like maybe 165, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So try to do that. And we were doing, these teas that she had. And I did the teas for like a couple days and I couldn't do it. And so, but I still did the plant-based diet because that's what you do. Y'all better start supporting y'all's partner. I'm telling you. I said, listen, I can't do the teas. I said, but she has to still do the teas and still has to eat right, eat plant-based. I can't be coming in here with burgers and fries and chicken wings and she's, you know what I'm saying? I was like, that's not fair to her because I knew like she was determined and I knew she was determined as hell about this detox thing, right? So I'm like, okay, Julia, you're a trainer, you're a fitness nutrition specialist, you know how this goes. So like, come on, Ju, you trying to lose a little bit of weight too. Come on, you need the motivation and the accountability too. So let's do this. I'm gonna support her. That's what you do. I'm gonna support my person at all times. So we were eating plant-based and the food was good. The food was good. I was introduced to all kinds of vegetables, all types of stuff that was really good. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even take it into account that I'm eating plant-based and not eating meat like that. Like, we didn't introduce salmon until shoot for a couple months. And I was like, yo, and I didn't realize I was losing weight either because I work from home. So I'm wearing the same lounge around the house shorts, t-shirts, you know what I'm saying? Joggers and stuff like that. So it's elastic, it's ill-fitting. I'm not paying attention into that until like we got ready to go somewhere and I got to put on clothes that usually are snug. And I'm like, whoa, yo. And I was like, yo, we losing weight. Like, but I didn't stop. And so then 2023 went all that year. Then I found out like I had to stop working out because I had a shoulder injury. So I was doing physical therapy and that wasn't working. And then I figured out, okay, we have to have surgery. So I went on leave, mental health reasons. And then while I was on leave, found out I had to have surgery. So scheduled that. So did that and I was cool. Even before I had surgery, my mental health was like better because I wasn't at work. I was cool. It took me a month to decompress from stress and anxiety from my job. A month after I took off. It took a month for me to get used to breathing, for me to get used to not feeling like that stress and that pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy. But I was good. So I was really good before I had surgery. And then of course, after surgery, still inactive and stuff like that. Like I didn't start working out in 2024 until shoot. It might have been April. I think it was around April when I started trying to work out again or whatever. And then I stopped and then I ramped back up. Yeah, because my shoulder would start hurting too bad. And then I ramped back up. Yeah. So, but by then I was already small. Like I wasn't this small, but I had got down to 155. And I was like, whoa, you small. You ain't been this small since 2017. And that's because I lost weight because I was stressed because of Hurricane Harvey. But then I intentionally put on 15 pounds because I got up to no, I put on 10 pounds. My bad. I put on 10 pounds. I went up to 165 intentionally, eating and lifting heavy and stuff. And that's where I stayed. So that's what got me up to 170, 70 plus. You know what I'm saying? So now, yeah. So with all that stress I was dealing with, I got down to like 145 and 143. I was like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No. So now I'm happy. I weighed myself today because I knew I was kind of putting on weight because I got back in the gym and lifting and doing things like that as much as I can with this shoulder. And I'm doing good. But I ain't gonna lie. I said all that to say like during that time I had body dysmorphia, y'all. Y'all, but like for real, I thought I was too small. I was too small, but I didn't like my size. I didn't like my body. Um, I didn't. I didn't. I was just like, I felt weak and feeble and like nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like that stress, the whole situation, um, it just took a toll on me because the whole like I said, I'll talk about the situation another day. But that situation, it took a toll on me. And I was just like, nah, bro, you what? And then it was just like something clicked because I realized, I said, wait a minute. One of my friends was like, well, maybe this is just your new over 40 body. Most people over 40, they gain weight. Let's just be honest. And it's no tea, no shade, but that was my fear. Cause I was like, a woman's body after 35, it changes. It changes. Like, so I was like, man, I've been, fit my whole life. I've been fit I'm gonna wear that badge of honor. I've been fit my whole life, right? Even in my thicker days, I was still fit. The only time I wasn't fit was during COVID. Ooh wee. That's when I put on weight. I had a belly. Ooh wee. And I got a friend that loves showing that picture. He's so terrible. But yeah, I was, I got, because I wasn't working out and I don't like home workouts. I could have worked out at home. I could have went jogging and stuff. I wasn't jogging. My knees are bad. I don't like home workouts. I like being at the gym underneath that weight. I'm a gym rat. So I was like, well, I'm not working out. And I didn't. And I ain't care until it was time to go back to that gym. And I was like, come look at my stomach. But I've been fit my whole life. And so my friend was like, well, maybe this is your 40 and up body now. It's just slimmer, it's just leaner, and this and this and this. And I was just like, I don't know. I don't know. And because I'm used to having more mass on me, more muscle mass, more body fat a little bit on me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, and the thing I don't like about it is my clothes are too big now. The clothes that used to hug me, my shirts, my pants. I think I'm gone down a pant size. I was a 32. I'm I'm a 31 because I was already wearing 31s. Like I wear 31s in certain brands because I like the way that they fit, right? But on a regular, any other place I would buy a 32, I need to buy a 31 because I've been buying 32s in, excuse me, they'll be delivered and I'm like they're too big. I don't know, like, but I was just like, and that was frustrating, and then I was just like, okay, my body, I'm lean, bitch, you lean. You have good muscle memory. Like all of this stuff started clicking one day and was like, Julia, those other months. This was in December when this thing just clicked for me. It was like, wait a minute. No, this was in November, my bad. It was like when the months that you were going half ass, the days that you work out, you would come home and get ready to take a shower. You can look at your body and tell that you just worked out. My body responds like quickly. Get in a couple days that week, you could tell you worked out that week. No, I'm not huge, but you could tell in your composition. Julia, what the you doing? Girl, get in that gym and quit playing and have fun building on this lean ass frame and watch this body composition change. Enjoy this journey. And something clicked. I was like, you know what? There's never a better time than the present. Let's go. And from then on, something just clicked. And everything that was bothering me, everything that was stressing me, everything that I was thinking about, I was like, yo, y'all, you can go. Y'all can go. Everything. This gotta go because I know what it is for me. Once I get into that gym and I dial in, that's why I tell people I'm like, it's a trouble. It's a it's danger. When Julia locks into that, I call it the Houston gym, Julia, because I was a dog. In Houston, I was a dog. It was, ooh wee. I was a dog. I didn't play about that gym. I used to tell people, like, come work out with me. Man, I'm scared. Dudes, I'm scared to come work out with you. I'm like, we just coming to live. But you don't live? You don't lift? You lift a lot. Well, don't lift as much as I do, but come work out and let me challenge you. Bro, like, that's what I be telling these girls. Listen, y'all, I tell y'all I'm your best, your best, your masculine presenting BFF. I'm telling y'all, ladies, these don't let them tell you that you're not a woman if you can't cook, or if you can't do this, or you ain't bringing nothing to the table. Ladies, ask him, can you at least bench press? Can you bench press at least 135? Ask him that. He gonna look at you crazy like, huh? I don't care if you can't lift 135, sis. Ask him, can you at least bench 135? That's just one plate on each side. If my shoulder, trust me, I can lift 135. If my shoulder wasn't still rehabbing, oh yeah, I can do that. I got proof I can do that. That's my fearless perspective. Y'all start asking these men, can you bench press at least 135 before he start telling you what you can't do? Because child, the stuff I see in that gym, piss poor form, these dudes struggling hard with lightweight, that should be just average. I'm gonna say this. They always tell this just me. Y'all might want to fight me after this, but I don't care. We done talking about that other shit I was talking about. we done with that. This is serious. Like in the gym, like there dudes always put I don't get it. I really feel sorry for the straights and heteros. I really do. I really do because and it's no not I don't hate men. Like let me put that disclaimer there. I just hate how some dudes are just in their thinking, how their minds work. Like you got to be fucking kidding me on some of the shit that y'all be saying. I'll be like, no wonder you can't keep a woman. You can't. This is the caliber that you're gonna get because of who you are. But a guy will sit here all day and tell a woman what her basic shit should be. But sweetheart, let me tell you something. Go to the gym. Just because there's a couple guys that every time I'm in the gym, when I see them coming there, I'll be like, he probably told his girl, baby, I'm going to the gym right there. I'm about to go work out right now. And she has no idea what he in here doing. And he in here not the shit he doing is wrong, is horrible. He doing 2 and 3 reps of everything he doing. He giving up. Child, he not in here doing nothing. I'm sorry. I just be like, the audacity of these dudes. I be like, yo, the gym, I get it. It's mostly guys in there, especially in the weight area, the free weight area. It's mostly guys. A lot of days I look around, I'm like, damn, I'm the only woman over here, but I look like one of the guys anyway. So I always, whatever. But I'm like, yo, I'm the only woman over here. And then there'll be some chicks that'll come in, but they go straight to the squat rack. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I'm over here doing flat bench, dumbbell chest press, and bench press, and you know what I'm saying, shit like that. And I'm like, but I'm telling y'all, ladies, I can help y'all a lot because you know I be in the male dominant areas, barbershop, gym. I go sit at the bar. Dudes talk to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. I like having conversations with guys. I appreciate the guys that respect me. I really do. I can talk to you all day. Like I said, it ain't I don't hate men. I don't at all. I don't have it. I'm not attracted to them. I find them attractive. I do. I know some fine men. I'm telling y'all. What's his name? What's that coach Notre Dame? What's his name? Daryl Freeman. Child, let me tell you, Daryl Freeman. That's one fine man, honey. He fine. I can tell you all day how fine he is, but I don't want him. Ain't nothing about him I want. Like I said, if you ever hear about some shit out there in the street like that, just just know that it ain't true. It ain't true. I'll say this. I'll say this. I'll talk to a white girl before I talk to a man. And I'm saying that because I love black women. That is my preference. I ain't racist. Ain't nothing. That's my preference. I prefer black women. I prefer a brown, smooth brown skinned woman. I just prefer that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if nah, just know that. Yeah, I got my I'll do before I talk to a man. That ain't in that, to each their own, to each their own. No knock against those who, decide that that's what they want to do, but stand on business if that's what you want to do. Don't be embarrassed about if that's what you want to do. Stand on business. Cause I'm gonna stand on business. Well, you hear me? If you come to Julie, I heard you was talking to a white girl. Yeah, I am. What's up? You heard that? Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm talking to her. Yeah, she bad too. Cause trust me, if I get one, I ain't gonna get just anyone. Y'all, that's another thing. Y'all get just anybody. Like if you gonna do it, you gonna do it. Do it. And do it well, honey. Do it well. If you decide today that you decide like it's it's fearless. Here it is. It's a fearless perspective. Y'all can get mad and argue in the comments, whatever you want to say. But this is. Let's just look around. Most black men that date white women, and then look at the black women who date white men. What that look like? What what that look like? That's this is my fearless perspective. I think the black men that usually date white women, they just get it look like they just get anything. I'm just being honest. But you see a white I ain't gonna lie, if I see a sister with a white man, I'm like, well, she did well. She did well, sis. You did well. He looks good. He looks good, honey. Yes, ma'am. He looks good. You did that. He's handsome. Ooh wee. He's so cute. Like I'm just being straight up. That's my fearless perspective. You can be mad, but that's why I say if I'm gonna go do something different, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Some people, they decide they don't want to be a lesbian anymore, and they get them dude. Don't just get anyone, and they do. They just get anyone. I'm like, you can do no better than that. But go ahead, whatever works for you. But like I said, it's all about what works for you. No tea, no shade. I'm just saying, if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do it. But my preference is, I prefer me a smooth black woman. Ain't nothing like it. I ain't gonna hold you. Mm-mm. Ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. I don't. Mm-mm. Ain't nothing else that I want. And that's, like I said, that's just my preference. It's no prejudice. It's no nothing. That's just my preference. I don't look at like white people that date other white people. Oh, they're racist. No, they're racist because they racist in other ways. That's not just because they choose to date, within their race. That doesn't make them racist. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, that's just my preference. But like I said, before, like if I can't get it right with a black woman, I'm like, you know what? It may not be a black woman I need to date. I may need to, but before I go to that drastic, there's some in betweens that I'm even open to now, honestly. But like my preference is a black woman. But that's when I'm ready to date, because I'm not ready to date. I'm not ready to date because I'm like, to be honest with you, this is okay, y'all. Let's I heard something the other day, and it was the realest thing. So many times we get out of a relationship and we're like, I gotta heal so I can get ready to get into another relationship, right? No, you need to heal for you. You need to heal. Take that time and heal. Learn to be by yourself. I mean, that's to each their own. Everybody's different. I have never been a person that can get out of one relationship and be in another one within a couple months. You got to watch people like that. I should have watched that last one because yeah. Because when I met her, she had just got out of a situation. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just this. I wouldn't be able. I'm not gonna trust no other person that just got out of a relationship and you ready to talk to somebody else and you meet me. I'm not gonna trust you. I'm not gonna trust you. Mm-mm. Yeah, I need somebody who has um been out of a relationship for a little bit more than 3 months. Like, for real. I don't care how you left that situation. I don't care if it was a divorce. I don't care if it was you had to pack your shit up in the midnight hour and leave like a ghost, like a thief in the night. I don't care. You're not ready. You're not ready. You're not ready. And y'all shouldn't be so eager to take people like that either. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like I said, it's a lesson learned because these people they're runners. That's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna do. You know, shit. Like it's so crazy, but honestly, like it's just I don't even know how I went into that. But yeah, so like you gotta look at that. I don't even know what I was talking about before I went into that. But anyway, so oh yeah, yeah. So again, so like I heard something the other day that said, you we always think about we gotta heal so we can get into another situation, right? That's not always true. It's not always true. You heal for you so you could be better for yourself, right? And I know it always sounds cliche, love yourself, this and this and it. And it's true. You have to literally love yourself. You have to, the love, listen, this whole situation, the love that I wanted to give, I had to realize I have to give myself that love. I have to show myself that love. I have to build myself back up. So I have to give myself that love. So then that way, so whenever the love that comes along, it can complement the love that I already have because of the love that I already give to myself. The love that comes along should complement what you already have. It shouldn't be the love that you were yearning for or that you never had. It could be something you've never had, but it should complement what you already have that you've been giving yourself. So, yeah, I was like, I gotta start loving myself. You know what I'm saying? But also in that moment, you have to realize this is what I heard the other day. And I was like, a lot of people don't talk about this. Is you have to think about like, okay, everybody wants to be in a relationship. Everything is like, you got to find your person, find your person, find your person. I just want to be with somebody. And I have friends, they do want to. And I wish that their desires, their heart's desires are met. I really do. I really wish, because love is beautiful. I don't hate love. Love is beautiful. I will never hate on love. Love is beautiful. When you find love, whole love, oh my God, it's beautiful. And I know I'm going to find whole love. I deserve whole love. That's one of my affirmations. I deserve whole love. And oh boy, I can't wait because I already know what type of woman it's going to take. It's going to take a certain one. And I already know what it's going to take. I know what it's going to take for me to be like, all right, yeah, okay, I can do this. Cause it ain't gonna be just anybody. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not dealing with no more just anybody. I'm not. Mm-mm, mm-mm. But that wasn't what I was about to say. The thing was, um, the thing I heard the other day is the realest thing. It says the hardest thing to accept is that this may not be the season of love for you. Nobody thinks about that. Everybody just thinks, oh, what's wrong with me? Why can't don't nobody like me? Why? No, it's not your season for love right now. It's your season for you right now. It's your season to water you. It's your season to plant and ground yourself and water those things that you like, that you need to water. Pay attention to those things you need to pay attention to. The reason why I know this is not my season of love, this is why, is because I understand and God truly understands that when I get into a relationship, I'm about that person. It's not that they asked me to put things on hold. I'm just about that person. And then months go by, a year goes by, and I'm like, damn, I haven't even started on a project that I talked about a year ago. And it was a good idea. And I had all the tools and I had all the knowledge and I had all of this to do those things. But I didn't. Damn. Because I was, my relationship. And again, it wasn't because they asked me to. It was that's just me. I love my person. And I just be wanting to do stuff with my person and be around them and things like that without being clingy. But you know what I'm saying? So God knows that. And so God is like, yeah, let me pull you out of this situation. Let me let this situation in. Let me let you find this information out because I know since you found this information out, if you find this information out, you damn sure are not going to try to get that back. And that's exactly what happened. Because there's a certain line I don't cross. And that line was crossed. And I was like, yeah, no, you good. Mm-mm. But I was like, you know what? Yeah, I could easily. That was expected of me. It's always expected of me. Yeah, to go out and start doing a bunch of stuff, or because there people always tell me like, I know you got a bunch of women. Da, 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 da. I I it's a situation where the ones that want you, I don't want them. Like I'm not interested. I'm not looking, I'm not intentionally looking for anything. Now, if something comes along the way and it's a good situation, I'm gonna assess the situation. Yeah. And I'm gonna assess if this is if this is something I actually want to give energy to. Do I want to tolerate this or not? You got to be ready to tolerate a motherfucker. Like for real. And I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't have it. But I realize and I've accepted that, and I've already, before I even heard this, I was already in that place. This is not the time for love for me. It's not the season for love for me. It's not that I don't have love to give, because I do. I do. But it's just not the season of love for me. It's a season right now for me to focus on Julia, focus on the things that I need to do, try to find another job, try to make more money, try to focus on my passions, try to focus on hobbies, try to focus on what serves me, right? So that's what it is. So that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. I'm not just here telling you what I have to do. This is take what you need from it. Like, I can't tell you what you need to do. I'm only telling you what I did and what I'm doing in this present moment, because it's not over. Healing is a continual thing. I cannot stand when people be like, I need somebody that's healed, that's completely healed. Healed is like, you're not completely healed. I am not going to be completely healed. It's not that I don't want to. Now there's a difference. If you're intentionally like, well, nah, I ain't gonna be healed. If I'm not gonna be completely healed, there's no point in doing the work. No, do the work. Stop that. Stop that. There's too many resources, too many opportunities out there for you to not. Come on. That's a lame ass excuse, man. I'm being straight up. That's a lame ass excuse. Do the work. It ain't for nobody else. It's for you, man. It's for you. I promise you. When you start doing the work, you be like, yo, okay, okay. Start peeling back layers to yourself. You start evolving into different places, into different things. Your mindset is different. Like it's dope. I don't understand. Like I know people who talk about I go to therapy, but yet they on Facebook still lashing out, still having anger issues. Okay, you go to therapy. Are you applying those tools, or are you just wasting them people's time and money? You got to do the work. They give you the tools. Like you got to do what they give you. Like it can't do it for you. You got to do the work. You got to, everything is not going to happen in therapy or after one or after that therapy session. Like you have to do the work. My therapist tells me stuff all of the time, and I'll be like, God, Lee. And I'm writing stuff down while we're having our sessions and stuff. And I'm like, okay, wait, say what again? And writing this stuff down, because these are things that I need to work on. These are things I need to be aware of. These are things I need to dwell on. These are things I need to come back to. You got to do the work, man. But that's what I'm saying. So once you do the work, you'll start realizing so much about yourself. And that's where that self-awareness kicks in. Y'all ain't gonna get sick of me talking about authenticity and self-awareness. You have to have self-awareness. Ooh, I can't deal with nobody who lacks self-awareness. You gotta have self-awareness. Self-awareness is key. Have that self-awareness to know, like, yo, you know what? Right now is really not the time for me to try to be with anybody. Yes, could I be doing a lot right now? Oh, absolutely. Because it ain't like your girl ain't able. Let's just be straight up. And that's no cocky shit. But that's just real shit. It ain't like I'm not able. I just don't want to. I don't want a relationship. I know what I'm looking for, but it's not a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I just want to have a good time. I just want to hang out. Let's just have a good time. Let's just be friends. Let's just kick it. You know what I'm saying? And if anything grows from that, cool. But I don't have any intentions of getting to know you on that level. Like, and it's okay to say that. And y'all can't be mad at somebody for telling you that, because if I didn't say that, then y'all be like, well, you wasted my time and now you hate me and now you putting that on. You're like, it's no, I'm telling you right now, look, I'm not looking for anything, but you know what I'm saying? If you still want to hang out, we can. That's up to you. I'm giving you the choice. I'm not going to take away your choice. Right? So the thing was, like I said, learning and realizing that some of us are not in the season of love. This is not our season for love. It's not that we don't want to. It's just not our season, because there are some things that require more of our attention. There are some things that, yes, require more of our attention. And I'm cool with that. I like it like that. I like it like that. I get to move around however I want to. I get to do the things that I want to do or don't want to do. And I ain't got to worry about nobody else. Is it selfish if you view it that way? Yeah, fine. That's on you. But I'm peaceful. I'm peaceful. I'm not saying being in a relationship or anything like that is not peaceful. Yes, I did have a peaceful relationship. I did. It was a peaceful ass relationship. That's why I thought she was the one. It was a peaceful ass relationship. Like, I have not had a peaceful relationship like that in so long. I was like, God, thank you. Finally. Wow, you answered my prayer. And she was an answered prayer for that, for whatever that prayer was for that time. She was. But God showed me, God showed me that I can answer whatever prayer you ask for. So my next prayer, I gotta write that prayer out. Like Sierra, she wrote her prayer out. Y'all better take heed. She write her prayer out? She wrote her prayer out. Yeah. And God honored her request with Russell. So I'm gonna write my prayer out. But I gotta be in the mindset to want that. Like, but again, y'all gotta realize, like, sometimes, like, you are just not in the season of love, and or season for love rather. And it's okay. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. Please don't think that. It's nothing wrong with you. It's just that right now you have to learn to grow, to heal, and shed a lot of those things that you had, or those ways that you had, or those behaviors and those characteristics that you had from past trauma, from past relationships that you didn't heal from, because you just jumped from one relationship to the other, and then you kept attracting the same person, and then you're wondering why you're attracting the same person or the same type of person, and you know what I'm saying, and it's always the same outcome. I had to realize that, like, that's what's really in this season. Let me tell you something. In this moment that I'm in this part of the season that I'm in the area of, I just have random moments of just like anger, of like, the fuck? How dare you? You had the audacity. Why? Because it was the way I taught people how to treat me, because of what I accepted. What I accepted and what I dummied down, and what I downplayed about myself. And what, those days are over. So yes, I say this. If you feel like if you feel like how I am is cocky or arrogant, so what? But I know it's not. I know it's just me really popping my shit because of who I know, who I am, and what I am, and what I possess, and what, not only what I already possess, but what I am creating and what is to come. Like, I'm good. Like, let's just be straight up. Like, relationships, like, we are all human. I don't care how attractive you are. Once you get out of a relationship, it does something to you. Like, damn, is something wrong with me? Something wrong with my looks? Okay, nothing wrong with my looks. Now you're thinking internally, because I'm gonna tell you something. That internal, I don't care how attractive you are. If that internal ain't right, like when I was going through my mental health issue, I looked at myself every day and I didn't like what I saw, because my internal was so dark because of what I was going through. I don't care if I went and got a fresh haircut. I still be like, I like the way I look. I look horrible. I look dark. I look, this. No, because my insides, my internal, my soul, my spirit, it was just dark, because it was just so downtrodden. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter. So if I know it's not my looks, then now I know it's internal or something about me, then now I am gonna go internal and try to work that out and try to fix that. Because your energy, like I tell people all the time, the best compliment that I love receiving is your energy is amazing. You have the best energy. Because I have big energy. My energy is felt no matter what it is, whether I don't want to have the conversation, whether my facial expressions or whatever. Like you gonna feel my energy, whether I like you, whether I don't like you, whether I want you around or not. You're gonna feel my energy, and it's not a big, but you just feel my presence. You're gonna feel my energy. So it's just like, what we gonna do? So I don't know. I just think people should become very self-aware as far as like, okay, um even in your energy that you possess and what energy you bring. You know what I'm saying? Like if you bring energy that's dry and stuff like that, then realize you can just stay at home. You can stay at home. You can stay at home because again, no matter how attractive you are, you can come out, but your energy is dry, your energy is horrible. Just leave them at home. We don't want that energy here. So, like I said, when I knew I was like, when I know my energy ain't right, I don't want to be around nobody. I can look in the mirror and be like, oh, yeah, energy ain't right. What's wrong with you? Just looking at myself, like, whoa, looking at my eyes. My eyes, your eyes tell everything. They say your eyes are the window to the soul. And they are. They're the windows to your soul. Like you can look at a person's eyes and tell what they're thinking and telling how they feel. You know what I'm saying? And I'm that way. When you're talking to me, oh, I'm gonna look at you because I'm intently listening. But I'm listening to what you're saying, but I'm watching your eyes too, because your eyes and what you're saying, they coincide with each other. You know what I'm saying? People like, damn, you be looking into my soul. I'm just listening. But I'm looking at you. Yes, I am. Especially if you're attractive. I'm looking at you. But I'm not looking at you like staring you down, like, let me take you down. No, I'm just looking at you because I'm like, wow, she's pleasant to look at, easy to look at. So, yes, I'm listening and I'm looking. But anyway, listen, I don't know why I had something else to talk about. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to come back and talk to y'all again about what I was gonna talk about, but I don't know why. It was just a vulnerable moment. It is what it is. We're healing in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes me talking to y'all is a part of my healing, and I appreciate y'all for listening. And I hope you guys did get something from it. Because healing, we're human. And to be honest with you, social media will make you feel like you're by yourself and you don't put your business out there because listen, if you follow any of these gossip pages, they put us in people's business. People put their stuff out there to be put to have their business out there, because why else would you post it? It's to make it everybody else's business, right? Come on, y'all, stop that shit. Like let's stop trying to be noble and stop trying to be like, stop. Like they put their business out there so we can know and judge them and carry on and have something to talk about. Like I don't care what you talk about with this, because I know a couple episodes are gonna probably have some people calling me, and that's fine. My number it has not changed. Call me. Let's talk. And that's not the purpose of this. But again, if my experiences, if you find yourself involved in my experiences, then so be it. I'm not gonna be disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie about nothing. I'm just telling my truth and the truth. Mhm. So vulnerability, like, it's what's needed. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Because I am a very private person, and my friends always get on me. I've learned last year. After the whole situation early on, like I need to talk more. Talk to my friends. Let your friends give your friends an opportunity to show up for you, to be your friends, because then that'll show you really if they're your friends or not. Period. Or where you need to put them. So let your friends be your friends. And I was able to let my friends be my friends, and they were my friends for real. Like that's why I rock with them. Like they like wow, yeah, they got me through a lot. But again, vulnerability is nothing wrong with it. It doesn't mean you're weak. It just we're human. Golly, we are human beings, y'all. We feel, we hurt, we cry, we get mad, we get angry, we are happy, we're sad, we're indifferent. Sometimes we're anxious, sometimes we're depressed, sometimes we're grieving. That's just part of the human experience, y'all. Like, damn, like, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna be straight up. I'll have no reason to hide anything because I'm not gonna be out here, one of these people out here on social media or on any platform fronting like something that is not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that person. I'm not. I'm straight up. I'm honest. I have no reason to lie. I can't stand liars, matter of fact. So I'm damn sure not gonna get on nothing and lie. We ain't got time for that. All right, at this big age. But anyway, so I hope again you guys have gotten something from this show. Tune in again to the next episode. Again, we got guests. Like if you like I said, I got a list of people that I do want on the show. That I do want to interview. I'm gonna have some virtual guests because I got some people. I got my people in Houston. I got people in Michigan. I have people in Florida, all over that I want to talk to. That I know that you guys would love to hear and hear the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. The show is just a conversation. You know what I'm saying? I'm, we're having a conversation. That's what it is. We're just gonna kick back and have a conversation and pour up a little bit and enjoy ourselves. So listen, y'all. I hope you guys again enjoyed the show. You got something. I know it was a little different, but that's what it is. I got another topic for y'all. A really cool topic for y'all. For real. For real. For real. That I talked about the other day on my story. But I got it. Trust me. I ain't gonna because it's something we need to think about and talk about. But tune in the next time. I got you. I promise. But again, thank you again for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment and share and tell somebody to tune in. Tell somebody it's free. It's free to tell somebody to tune in. It's free to share it. It's free. That's it. I'm not asking y'all to purchase no ticket to nothing, to pay to subscribe. I'm just asking you to just share it. That's it. It's free. If you rock with me, just share it. Just tell somebody. All right. Again, but just let them know this ain't no church podcast. It ain't no. If they looking for that, don't tell them that. Just tell them to go find a prayer group on Facebook or something like that. All right. But anyway, I love y'all. Thank you again for tuning in. Peace and much love to y'all. Make sure you take care of yourself. Wash your hands. Sanitize, because for real, it's sickness out here. It's that time of the year. All right, y'all. So make sure you take care of yourself. I love y'all. Much love to you for real. Peace.